Hello, friends. Welcome to this series of Learn English by Storytelling. I have created this series to create an authentic environment of the English. From this environment, you are going to enjoy the journey of learning English. The first thing. Second thing, the English is going to be very, very simple, quite straightforward enough. You are going to enjoy this environment of English because you learned your own language, you learned your native language by the environment, by the way. So, if you are going to create the environment of the English by listening to my storytelling and you are going to enjoy the process of learning English, it is going to be very, very simple. You will be proficient in the English language. So, without any further ado or without any further delay, let's take a start. Once there were two men. They were asked to chop down the trees. They were having same dimension of the tree. The dimension of the trees were same. Their length, their width, their height, everything was identical or looking alike. And they were having same X through they have to cut those trees. The first man started chopping down the tree. He started from the branches. He was cutting down its branches. He was cutting down its leaves. So he saw those branches and leaves. After a few days, those were coming again. He was so surprised. He was so shocked that I am cutting that tree. Why that tree is coming again? Why that tree is emerging again? So the next day, he did the same thing. He was chopping down its branches, he was chopping down its leaves, he was cutting that tree from the superficial level, from the outer level. So after 3 days, he saw whatever he chopped down its branches, its leaves, but those branches and leaves were coming again and again. He was so exhausted. He was so tired that what is going on? I am cutting that tree, but that tree is emerging again and again. What's going on? After a week, he admitted that cutting down tree is a hard nut to crack. It's not my cup of tea. I cannot chop down a tree. It's just a hard nut to crack. Now, this is the turn of the second man. That second man saw the tree prudently, saw the tree very, very carefully, that from the leaves, from the branches, from the trunk, from where this problem is coming. What is the root cause of this problem? He sat down properly. He thought carefully that from where this problem is emerging, what is the yielding point of this problem. So he cut the roots of that tree, and in 1 hour he cut down all the tree, and that tree was never ever again there. Now I am going to ask you a question. Both of them, they did the same hard work. They were having same kind of tree. Their dimension was same. They were having the same tree, and they were having same axe. With the help, they had to cut down the tree. So why the number one man was failed and the number two man was successful? Because the first man was working on the superficial level of the problem. He didn't consider it important to go to the deep below in the problem, that what is the root cause of the problem. But the second man, he thought patiently. He thought that from where this problem is coming. What is the main cause? What is the root cause of this problem? So he actually chopped down its roots. Now that problem was never ever there. Sometimes in the life we got stuck in the problem. We work so hard that to solve the problem, but sometimes we only chop down the branches and the leaves. We never consider it important to go below the root cause of the problem, that from where that problem is coming. What is the root cause of that problem? What is the yielding point of that problem? But the successful person, they always go for the root cause of any problem. Now, if you are trying hard to learn English, but still you are not able to speak English very fluently, you are not able to speak English confidently because you never went to the problem, the root cause of the problem. You are working only on the superficial level of the problem. Someone says that you need to learn tenses. Someone says that you need to translate English into your native language. That is not the solution of your problem. The solution of your problem, you do not have the environment of the English. The first thing, you learned your own tongue with the help of environment. When you were born, everyone was speaking in your native language. When everyone was speaking in your native language, each and everything was engaged in your native language. Then after 1 year or after 2 years, when you spoke first time, you spoke in your native language. Why? Because whatever you perceive, whatever you conceive, you give the output of that thing also. You release that thing also. So the root cause why you do not learn English is you do not have the environment of English. So I would say that you should do the smart work over here. You must create the flavor of the environment of English. Now, what do I mean by flavor of the environment of the English? You need to listen to the variety of English. Now, what do I mean by variety? When I say variety, I mean you need to listen to the musics in English. You need to listen TEDx talks in English. You need to learn, you need to listen to the debate sessions in English. You need to listen to the different talks in English. Now, when your English environment is going to be the flavored, it's going to be variant, your spoken English is going to be wonderful enough. It's going to be spectacular.